find her a job
Wow.
instead of me going and applying. And,
Yeah.
you know, I still did that too, of course.
Yeah.
Right. So that's such a privilege that I wouldn't
Yeah.
have had
Yep.
if I didn't go into a rotational program and they actually cared and all of these things. And so
Yeah.
those are like the luck that I talk about, right? Like I
Yeah.
prepared so much in college that I was lucky enough to get this job because I'm sure there are other smart people who could have got that job.
Right.
Right. And then we did an innovation. This was another favorite of mine. We did an innovation competition.
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned earlier, I'm very competitive. And so when we did that, it was like out of like hundreds of managers, we all pitch in ideas and then you keep passing. If they pick you, then you pass. So my idea was like one of the top 28 that got to present to the C-suite.
Okay.
And then it was number 3. And so because of that, I'm also engaging with like the top leaders at the company, right? And so that's what I mean when if I can give people any advice, it's like prepare yourself for whatever it is to come.
Yeah.
You know, because you don't know what's going to come. Whatever it is that you want, if you do the work for it, you'd be surprised how lucky you'll be. And like there'll be somebody who's going to know somebody who, you know, who's going to get you to that level. And so I was lucky enough to have him and other people at Macy's who believed in me enough to advocate for me to go to SF because I didn't even know it was that competitive to get into the .com side.
Yeah.
I honestly, when I tell you I'm lucky, I'm like, I'm just lucky. I'm just out here. I try stuff and then people are like, oh, she's trying. Let me help her a little bit, you know?
But you were prepared too, though. I mean, you talked about that where, you know, one thing is like pure luck where, you know, you don't do anything. But I think, like you said, preparation meets opportunity. I think, you know, the fact that you were getting yourself ready that if the opportunity does come, you can capitalize on it. Yeah. There's a lot of people who are smart, but, you know, they don't take the initiative to kind of get ready. I think that it speaks volumes. So
thank you.
You were deserving of that. So even though I hate to say it, but you were.
I know you hate to say it. I know you hate to say it. I know.
You were deserving of that.
He's like, I must admit, I guess you did well for yourself, whatever.
But that's good though.
Such a hater. You know, they say there's a saying in my language, like the enemy is not too far.
I don't know. I don't know that
no,
saying.
I'm telling you.
That is not a saying.
And I'm hard alat karuk aidalam. You know, they know. They're gonna know what I mean.
Okay. All right. Another thing you mentioned was like networking piece. We talk about this a lot, like your network is your net worth and all that other jazz. Like the fact that you're around like those individuals and capitalizing on that. Like for any of you who are in the Bay Area or in one of those like high tech regions where you're networking with like, you know, I won't say high value because, you know, it's subjective.
Don't say that.
Yeah, that's subjective.
Don't say that right now.
It's if you're with individuals that are in, you know, the top whatever percent of your company, like leverage those relationships, you know, and leverage them very quickly because you never know how things can change. And you did that. Like, you know, you were able to connect with the person that's second tier, you said in HR, right? Yeah. And Macy's, and they were able to kind of, you know, make shots or make calls, which, you know, ended up getting you more opportunities. Yeah. And that's something that you leverage. You know, it's not just, oh yeah, I'm working at this company, I have this great opportunity, and let me just kind of coast. It's like, no.
No, I don't. I don't do well with coasting.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Yeah.
So you know, we'll get to that, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes you need to chill. You know.
Oh, we did a thing about that, didn't we?
Yeah, we did a whole panel. You were there. Do we need to bring it back? You didn't learn your lesson.
Okay, so what happened post San Fran?
Post San Fran. So with Macy's, I was there for 2 years, and then I went to Uniqlo. I think that. So
why'd you leave?
Because I wanted to be more specifically focused on product management. Okay. So I've touched on product stuff, different parts of my Macy's career. Gotcha. But it wasn't like my full responsibility. Okay. And I wanted that because by the time I was in SF, I saw how big tech was. Gotcha. Like, oh my God. I mean, I don't even think like. I mean, now I think we all see it, but back then, when you're in, I think Ohio, Cincinnati is like a tier 3 city. Yeah. You know, I don't even know. But mind you, my brother was a developer, so I should have known better, you know. But that's when I was like, what is this? Like, I noticed like people, you know, product management program, that process. I said, who are you people? And why are they giving you all the money? Like, this is cute, you know? It's cute. It's as soon as I think something is cute or sexy, I'm like, well, I got to go do this now, you know? Yeah. And so I was actually, it's funny because I almost don't want to tell this story, but I will because it's the truth. I was dating a guy who was in UX. And I just remember one time he was on a call And like he was on a call and stuff, and I walked by and like there was a person I heard on a call that was like low-key giving like boss energy.